Hello, welcome to today's video. I wanted to do my 10 before the end. Will I read these before the end of the year? That is very up in the air because I change my mind on what books I want to read at all times. So take this with like a pinch of salt. Also, I am well aware the lighting is really bad, but it is 1 p.m. and I can't do anything to change the lighting. It's dark outside already. Well, not already, it's just cloudy today. So no one can see. Some of the books are really random. Like a lot of them are like ones I'm excited to read, but some of them I just want to get off my TBR because my TBR card sits over here. And honestly, like, it's like an ornament. Like, nothing even gets touched because when I go to pick a new book, I don't even look on the cart. I just look at my shelves and pick one from my shelves, which is really bad. So I took a few off my cart that I want to read, that I have to read by the end of the year. I say have to, as if someone's holding a gun to my head. First up, I have Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one is a 5-star prediction for me. I'm very excited about it. This one is about this girl named Joan, and she wants to become an astronaut. So it shows in the first chapter her like when she is an astronaut and like they're going, I don't know, it's very intense and very high stakes and whatever, and then it goes back 7 years, and now we're following her like getting into the program and like whatever. So I'm really enjoying it so far. Carrie Soap was back with Taylor Jenkins Reid. It is one of my favorite books ever, so I'm very excited to see if this one can give me the same feelings as that one. Next I have Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I haven't read I read The House in the Cerulean Sea, but it's like a cozy fantasy, I think. I want to get into like more fantasies. I want to start reading fantasies more. So I picked this one. This is a trilogy. I want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I want to read this first because you're supposed to read this series technically before Once Upon a Broken Heart, and everyone that doesn't do that goes back and reads this one anyway. So I'm gonna read it in order. I don't know what it's about. In my head though, it's like a circus that appears once a year. Like a circus just pops up, and then I don't know, people go to it. But I'm very excited about this one. I should have read this one. I should be reading this one for November, for my November. It's in my November TBR, so I should have read this by the end of the year, but at this point in time I haven't started it. So next I have Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I don't know when this book is set. I think it's set in like the summertime or something, but I just want to read her books. I think all the books she's released now, and I haven't started any of them, and I want to start with this one. This one is The Accidental Pregnancy Trope. Now I've read Ready or Not by, who was the author? By Cara Bestone, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm currently reading Reckless by Elsie Silver, which is also Accidental Pregnancy, and I'm really enjoying that one. So I want to read another one. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. I haven't heard like one bad review, so I'm very, very excited about this one. Next I have Ghosted by J.M. Darhauer. I've had this on my TBR, I think since the first time Sarah talked about this book, like years ago, because I trust Sarah with everything. So she says to read a book, like, I'm buying it, I'm reading it. This one is, I think, Single Mom. It is the One Else's Famous trope, which does terrify me a little bit because I'm not the biggest fan of that trope, especially when all they talk about is how that character is famous. I just don't care. I'm like, move on. We know she's famous, or he's famous. I also think it's a second chance. Yeah, is it a second chance? I've honestly no idea, but I'm pretty sure second chance, but I'm so excited by this one. This is one of the books where I think I'm gonna love it, so I don't read it because then I can't read it again for the first time. I have to find the perfect time to read this book. And I fear it's gonna have to be now, because if I don't start reading the book I think I'm gonna love, then I'm never gonna find any more 5 stars. I've had no 5 stars so far this year, I don't think. Did I? No, I didn't. I actually didn't have a 5-star yet this year. So, next I have Normal People by Sally Rooney. This one, I've watched the show, was it this year or last year? I don't remember when I watched the show, but it wasn't that long ago, but I didn't actually finish the show because I was in like I was binging it, and then I just decided actually I don't want to watch this anymore. But the book is supposed to be better. Is it? I don't know. I do know how this ends, but I just want to read it. I am just scared of the no quotation marks in here, but I get confused. Who knows? This one is about these two people, and they just all I can say is like they can't figure their shit out to be together. They're just like, there's always things coming up. They want to be together, but they're both just like, they're both stupid. Okay, that's all I know. Obviously I watched majority of the show, so I do know what goes on in this book. I do really want to read it. Next I have Night Shift by Annie Crown. This one is one of the books on my TBR card that I kind of want to read. I've been like looking at it for a while, but don't pick it up, and I'm sick of looking at it on my TBR card. So she's being read this month. I don't know when. I'm pretty sure it's like a typical good girl bad boy trope. And sometimes I kind of like haven't read that in a very long time. I feel like even since like I read the After books when I was like 15, 16. Maybe that's the last time I read a book like this. So I kind of want to just like, I feel like it's going to be like Wattpad. Maybe is this a Wattpad book? I don't think it is, but I think I just want something like that again. Then I have Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is the last book in the Chestnut Spring series. I want to read this just to finish off the series before the end of the year. I think I've read, maybe I started the series last year, but I've been slowly making my way through them. As I said, right now I'm reading Reckless, so I would like to get through this one as well by the end of the year so I can start a new Elsa Siller book at the start of the year, a new series. Oh, I think it's Fake Fiance. Okay, that's not my favourite trope in the world. I don't care. Fake dating I can do, fake fiance, I feel like it takes it just a step too far for me. Also, this is, I feel like, people's least favourite in the series. But people also said that about the Knockback series. The third one was their least favourite, or like they had high expectations, and I really like the third one. So maybe I would like this one. This is Beau and Bailey's story. Is his name Beau? Yes, his name is Beau. So all I know is Fake Fiance, but I'm excited. I love Elsa Silver's writing. So then I have Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This is like a very different type of book for me. This is, I don't even know what you would call this book actually. I got this not too long ago. It's in a reading blog I did. Not reading blog, I went and did a book shopping blog and I bought this in the blog. It's basically about this guy and he dies, and then when he wakes up he is shown what his life would have been like if he made different decisions. So like his wife isn't his wife, his son is just never born because obviously his wife isn't his wife. And I feel like this one I'm going to read it and like it's going to freak me out a bit because obviously every decision you've made up until now is what brought you to now, like one different decision. It could have made your life completely different, and I'm very nervous. I feel like I'm gonna just freak out a bit when I read this one. I don't know. And then the last two are Christmas books. I am not the biggest Christmas book fan. I love Christmas, but Christmas book, I don't know what it is. I don't seem to care. But I have two. So one is Little White Farms by B.K. Borison. This I've had on my TBR probably for 2 years now. Like I've had it just sat on my shelves, and I want to read the rest of the series. But this is the first one that came out, so I have to read it in order, and I have to obviously read this at Christmas time. I think it's set at a Christmas tree farm, where she lies and says that she owns it with her boyfriend, but she has no boyfriend, so her best friend, like, they pretend to be together. It's like fake dating. But then I saw, who was it? Someone read it and was like, they don't actually start the fake dating, or like the whole Christmas tree farm side of it, where they're fake dating for these people, doesn't come into like over halfway through the book. So you're just fake dating for essentially no reason at the beginning. So I guess we'll see. I don't really know much about it. Then I have Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. This is her new book. I do love Hannah Grace's books. I've read the 3 books in the Maple Hill series, Wildfire being my favourite, but I'm very excited about this one. I don't know what it's about. Let me read it. I feel like it's a bit of enemies to lovers. There's tension. I don't really know actually. The back of the book gave me nothing. I can't really tell by the back of the book what a book's about unless I'm like 50 pages in, then I know what a book's about. But I hope I like this one. I hope I don't hate it because it's a Christmas book, because that would be really upsetting. Oh, the sun's coming out. Once I've done the video, the sun decides to come out. That's great. And that is my 10 before the end. I hope I can read all those. I'd be very happy myself if I can read all those. I have no intention of hitting my Goodreads goal this year. I'm like 24 books behind schedule. I'm reading some for majority of this year. So even with these 10 books read by the end of the year, I will not be completing my Goodreads goal, but that's okay. I am doing Bookmas this year. I kind of didn't speak about it because I didn't think anyone cared or anyone's watching to the end of the video anyway, but I'm posting 12 videos in the first 24 days of December. I'm doing every other day. I think it's 23 days. First, third, fifth, you understand. I didn't say it until now because I wasn't sure I was going to. I wanted to make sure I had enough videos lined up, but right now we're looking like I can do Bookmas, so I'm really scared. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you so soon in the next one.